Hey all, this is grandson Alex for the July 22nd show of Bill Steffen Weather. He is on day 3 of his Canadian tour, leaving me to sub in for him once again. And want to thank our affiliate viewers of the Ottawa News Network for their support. And this is a photo of Holland State Park, their lighthouse and the shoreline on a nice day, as it looks. And Bill at the moment is in Banff, Alberta, Canada, as part of his tour. There's a really good view of his he took from one of the parks. That mountain in the background looks particularly interesting. There's him with a Mountie, or officially the Royal Canadian Mountain Police. A pretty interesting uniform, if I say so myself. And another view from that park, and this is the Cascades of Time Garden, which looks pretty beautiful. And for the headlines today, it's going to be quite hot. There'll be storms Friday evening and Saturday morning, but no hazardous weather today or tomorrow, aside from the heat. And for today's forecast, we have a clear day all day, a high of 86 and a low of 65, but with 47% humidity and winds to the southeast at 6 miles per hour, as what's becoming my catchphrase, could be worse. For the 5-day forecast, on Wednesday, we'll have a high of 93 and a low of 75, a bit warmer, partly cloudy. Thursday, similarly warm, with a high of 94 and a low of 69. Then Friday, looks like thunderstorms with a high of 88 and a low of 67. And Saturday, that temperatures continue with a high of 89 and a low of 67, but less in the way of storms. And for that, we want to thank our sponsors, starting with Complete Care Concierge.
Need a fast, efficient, and affordable cleaning service? Complete Care Concierge has you covered. Serving all of West Michigan, we offer one-time, daily, weekly, and bi-weekly cleans, plus move in, move out. We also service apartment hallways and laundry rooms. Our work is guaranteed, gift cards are available, and we even clean on weekends. There's no better way to say I love you than giving a tired mom a break from dishes and laundry. Are you a busy professional? Pamper yourself by taking vacuuming and dusting off your plate. Office manager, keep your business looking and feeling its very best. Call 616-264-1397 today for a spotless space and total peace of mind.
When your home needs help, you might not know where to start. Why not ask Ace? We're always here to help with Ace Handyman Services. Our talented craftsmen handle everything from drywall and carpentry to doors and kitchens. We're the neighbors you trust to get the job done right. Let's get started. Book your handyman appointment today. Ace Handyman Services, bringing helpful to your home.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
And thanks again to Complete Care Concierge and Ace Handyman Services. And for the daily high temperatures across Michigan, the Upper Peninsula in the mid-70s, Mackinac 77, Traverse City 79, Holland, Muskegon 80, Grand Rapids 81, Detroit 80. Again, north and towards the lakes are lower temperatures than the inland, which is as we've been seeing, but there again, one of the better days, as when we jump to tomorrow, it gets even higher, 80 in Sault Ste. Marie, mid-80s in the western UP, 85 Mackinac, 91 Traverse City, 93 Grand Rapids, 88 Detroit, and again, warmer days to come, but for now, things will be a bit cooler than in a few days. And for the 8 to 14 day outlook, again, most of the US is above average, but a bit more near normal. Michigan from Flint northward will be in near normal. Grand Rapids to Detroit and southward will be slightly above as it looks. And as precipitation, only a bit of the western UP will be slightly above, but most of the country, alongside most of Michigan, is near normal. A bit of Detroit and the surrounding area will be a bit below. And as for today in history, 1933, 92 years ago, Wiley Post was the first person to fly solo around the world in 7 days, 18 hours, and 49 and a half minutes with one eye. Fairly impressive. And unfortunately, he passed in a plane crash in 1935. Big loss, but still nonetheless rather impressive on this day 92 years ago. And then 91 years ago, gang head John Dillinger was shot dead by an FBI agent in Chicago. He was given away by a friend who gave the FBI where he'd be going. And his gang was accused of robbing 24 banks and 4 police stations. Fairly prolific. And he apparently almost died having plastic surgery to conceal his identity. He terrorized the Midwest, and Michigan was part of his schemes, with Chicago not too far away. July 22, 1937, the U.S. Senate rejects the Supreme Court packing. FDR tried to implement more judges in the court, but didn't like it because he didn't like his New Deal initiatives being shot down. And the plan was for every justice over 70 that wasn't retired, the president could add another up to 6, which did not go through, leaving his New Deal programs in a precarious position. July 22, 1990, Greg LeMond won his 3rd Tour de France, the first American to win the race 3 times and by 8 seconds, which I'm not particularly familiar with competitive biking, but seems pretty interesting. And he's currently the only American to not have had their title revoked for doping, with Armstrong and Landis having won the Tour de France with revoked titles over that. July 22, 1991, Jeffrey Dahmer was caught. One of his victims had been stumbling away from his apartment and managed to get out with his life and reported Dahmer. And when the police entered Dahmer's apartment, they found pretty gruesome stuff, and that's how he was caught. July 22, 1994, hey, O.J. Simpson again. He pleaded not guilty to the murder charge, and the trial began in 1995. And, well, as they say, the glove didn't entirely fit, but then served 9 years in Nevada for an armed robbery anyway. And on this day 12 years ago, George, grandson of the King of England, he turns 12. He's theoretically next in line after King Charles and Prince William pass, so good for him. And some trivia for you all. Hillary Clinton announced this person as her vice presidential running mate on the state in 2016. That would be former Virginia governor and DNC chair Tim Kaine. And fun fact, that is one of 4 Democrat-nominated governors on running mates of Democrat vice presidential tickets, with most recently Tim Walz in 2024, Tim Kaine in 2016, Ed Muskie all the way back in 1968, and then Joseph Taylor Robinson all the way back in 1928. And all 4 of those tickets lost. And for comparison, the Republicans have nominated 5 governors for their vice presidential tickets. 1944's John Bricker, 1948's Earl Warren, 1968's Spiro Agnew, 2008's Sarah Palin, and 2016's Mike Pence. So a 2 for 3 record there. So in conclusion, I'm guessing if you want to run for president, don't nominate governors to the vice presidential ticket. That'll ruin it. And with my political theory rambles out of the way, here's a photo from John Scully of a lighthouse. It's a pretty neat picture. And here's a photo from John Doherty of another deer. I'm sure that deer's pretty confused as to what's going on, but here he is, and we can now see him. And that's the show. Again, a bit shorter since Bill's not here, but we want to make sure we get the weather to you nonetheless, so here we are. And thanks again for sticking with us. Subscribe if you like our content. It helps us and it's free. And stay safe and have a wonderful day.